Dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss about public revenue. What is meant by public revenue? Government needs to perform various in the field of political, social and economic activities to maximize social and economic welfare. So in order to perform these duties and functions, government require large amount of resources. These resources are called public revenues. Revenue sources of central government. So there are two types of sources. One is tax revenue, the second one is non-tax revenue and capital receipts. In tax revenue, there are two types of taxes. One is direct taxes and the second one is indirect taxes. Non-tax revenue means public enterprises, that is interest receipts, administrative revenue, railways, post and telegram, currency and mint RBI. So these are the public enterprises. And in the direct taxes, there are different types of taxes. That means the burden will be on the people directly, that is income tax, corporate tax, wealth tax, gift tax, expenditure tax, interest tax, fringe benefit tax, banking cash transaction tax, securities transaction tax. So these are the direct taxes. That means the government will impose these taxes directly on the people. And indirect taxes means central excise duty, customs duties, other taxes and duties, taxes of union territories and service tax. So here it will not be directly, it is indirectly, the burden will be on the people. And public enterprises, so interest receipts, administrative revenue, railways, post and telegram, currency and mint, all these are the public enterprises. So they, from these enterprises, whatever you are getting revenue, that is called non-tax revenue. Capital receipts means internal and external borrowings, small savings, provident fund, loan recovery, public deposits. So these are the capital receipts. That means whatever the borrowings they are getting, and small savings, provident fund, loan recovery, all these are the capital receipts. So in the revenue sources of central government, there are tax revenue, non-tax revenue and the capital receipts. Here tax revenue means it is the income that is gained by government through taxation. Two sources of revenue, that is direct taxes and indirect taxes. Direct taxes means, the term direct tax generally means a tax paid to the government by the persons on whom it is imposed. So direct means persons on whom it is imposed, they will pay directly to the government. The sources of direct taxes: income tax, corporate tax, wealth tax, interest tax, securities transaction tax. Merits of direct taxes. So equity will be there, so it will be imposed on the people, so equity will be there, and certainty, so they know how much they have to pay, so that certainty will be there. Creates public consciousness, relatively elastic and anti-inflationary. So all these are the effects of public, that is direct tax merits: equity, certainty, creates public consciousness, relatively elastic and anti-inflationary. And what are the demerits of direct taxes? Tax evasion. So those people who, on whom it is imposed, they can evade the taxes also. And inconvenient is there. Narrow coverage, affects capital formation, affects on willingness and ability to work. So these are the demerits of direct tax. And what is meant by indirect tax? An indirect tax is one in which the burden can be shifted to others. The taxpayers is not the tax bearer. The impact and incidence of direct taxes are on different persons. And indirect tax is levied on and collected from persons who manages to pass it on to some other person, or persons on whom the real burden of tax falls. That means the people will not pay directly to the government, so it can be transferred to other people also. For example, commodity taxes or sales tax, etc., are indirect taxes. That means the shopkeeper can transfer this tax burden on the customers. So that is called indirect taxes. What are the sources of indirect taxes? Central excise duties, customs duties, service tax, other taxes and duties, taxes of union territories. And what are the merits of indirect taxes? Universality. So there is a universal system That means it is uniformly distributed to all the people. Influence and pattern of production and wide coverage may not affect motivation to work and save social welfare. So these are the merits. Demerits of indirect taxes means high cost of collection. So the comparatively to the income, that collection charges will be more. Increase income inequalities, lack of social consciousness. It affects consumption and inflationary also. Non-tax revenue means the union government gets revenue from other sources as well. They are collectively called as non-tax revenues. Thus, revenues mobilized from sources other than taxes are called non-tax revenue. No, non-tax revenue has 12% share in the total revenue of central government. Public enterprises. The central government owns a large number of commercial and industrial establishments. When the earn points, it will become the revenue of the central government. Then railways, posts and telegraphs, then Reserve Bank of India, and income from currency and mint. So all these are the different non-tax revenue, different sources of non-tax revenues. So here tax revenues, that is direct taxes and indirect taxes. Non-tax revenue means that is public enterprises, railways, post and telegraphs, Reserve Bank of India, income from currency and mint, all these are the non-tax revenue. And what is capital receipt? When revenue mobilized through tax and non-tax resources is insufficient to meet this expenditures, the central government will try to mobilize income through capital receipts. That means that if the revenue is less than the expenditure, then the central government will try to mobilize income through capital receipts. What are the sources of capital receipts? Internal and external borrowings, small savings, provident funds, loan recovery, public deposits, VAT also. VAT is a tax levied on the value added to the product at all stages. Benefits of VAT. So it's a calculation of VAT. Value added tax is easy and simple. It reduces the tax burden. It avoids double taxation. It brings more revenue to government. It avoids tax evasion. It brings uniform tax structure throughout the country. So here in this class, we have discussed what are the different sources of public revenue and how it is going to affect people, and what are the different sources, that means tax revenue and non-tax revenue. And here revenue sources of central government means there are three types. One is tax revenue, second one is non-tax revenue, third one is capital receipts. In tax revenue there are two types, direct taxes and indirect taxes. So what are the benefits of the direct taxes and what are the sources of direct taxes, and what are the demerits of the direct taxes, and what are the sources of indirect taxes and how it is going to affect people. Then what are the merits of indirect taxes and what are the demerits of indirect taxes, and how it is going to affect people, and what are the capital receipts. So whenever the government is not able to meet the expenditures, then it will get the sources of capital receipts. So VAT is also one of the source for this.